Meanwhile, a New York Times fact check falls completely flat over RFK Jr.'s claims about what's really in a fan favorite breakfast cereal. It notes, quote, Kennedy has singled out Fruit Loops as an example of a product with too many artificial ingredients, questioning why the Canadian version has fewer than the U.S. version. But he was wrong. The ingredient list is roughly the same, although Canada's has natural colorings made from blueberries and carrots, while the U.S. product contains red dye 40, yellow 5, and something known as BHT. Here to react, celebrity fitness trainer Jillian Michaels. Jillian, good morning to you.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing okay. But as it turns out, and Kennedy's spokesperson said what he was talking about is the differences in food dyes. The American version has food dyes and other stuff, and the Canadian version, they get the colors from these crazy things called blueberries and carrots.
It's wild, isn't it? I know. It's exactly the same as what's in our food dyes, which is coal tar and petroleum and crude oil. I mean, the comparison is just unparalleled. And in fact, if you Google side effects of blueberries, you won't find neurotoxicity and cancer, whereas you probably will should you do that with yellow 5 and blue this and red that. Just saying, but it's roughly the same.
Yeah, well, Jillian, given the fact that Donald Trump has nominated Bobby Kennedy Jr. now to be America's food advocate, this has got to please you because you've been on our program talking about food and how we need to become a less obese nation. And that's how you start, is with what we eat.
Exactly. I mean, personally, I'm overjoyed, but I am very focused on getting him confirmed through the Senate right now. So let's just say everybody in my space is hopefully optimistic, and we're doing everything we can to make people aware of things like what you just brought up with the New York Times and the comparison between food in Europe and Canada with food in Europe here, because it's easily understandable and quantifiable. So thank you to the New York Times for elevating this obvious disparity and helping to show that RFK is committed to fixing it for us.
Indeed. You know, there's another topic we were just referring to. A congressman up in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, Seth Moulton, who is a Democrat. He has received such backlash from his fellow Democrats because he said, look, I got small daughters, and I don't like the idea of them playing against biologically born males. A lot of blowback for him, but you know what? He's standing tough. Listen to this just a moment ago.
Have a strong record of supporting trans people, including trans kids. And this isn't about trans kids either. That's another criticism I hear. Look, my kids are young. They play on co-ed soccer teams, just like I did when I was their age, too. But when they get older, when we're talking about competitive sports, you know, when people are a lot bigger, it's reasonable to have restrictions. For some reason, because of some orthodox litmus test in our party, we're not even supposed to entertain the idea. And I'm just saying, let's have a debate.
You know what? But for a lot of people, there is no debate. I think he hit the nail on the head, Jillian. He said it's reasonable to have restrictions.
Without question. All of the scientific research shows that there is a vast biological difference between men and women. So let's table that for a second. Here's what I'd like to say. It's no question that people who are transgender should live free of bigotry, but their rights don't supersede the rights of all of the other women who are training their entire lives to get on to the podium. That is without question. And I want to say to Seth, this is why your entire party got their butts kicked in the election. So, buddy, take a stand and dig in, because this is your moment. Really, honestly, wake up your team, because you are going to lose not just this one, but all of the others in the future if you don't turn this around for yourself. People are sick of it. It's ridiculous.
But, you know, Jillian, across the board, when you look at how the Democrats ran this particular presidential election, there wasn't a lot of common sense. It was just kind of like, okay, we're for this and you got to be for us too.
Right. And then they shamed people who dared raise up a flag of concern. You had Barack Obama out there telling men of color that if they didn't vote for her, they were race traitors. And then you had Michelle Obama telling men that if they didn't vote for her, they were misogynist and sexist. And it's like, well, maybe they just didn't want their daughter playing against biological males. Maybe that was their concern. I cannot wrap my head around the party that the Democrats have become. And the more that you try to point out these issues, the more they're doubling down.
Right.
And this is where it's almost radicalizing me to a place of coming at them just as hard. And to this Congressman, Mr. Moulton, dig in here. Don't back down. Keep doing what you're doing for the sake of your family and your party, to be honest.
Right. And he's getting the word out. Jillian, thank you very much for getting up at it's 5:50 there in Los Angeles. We appreciate you starting your day with Fox and Friends.
Always, when I'm with you or not.
All right. Thanks, Jillian. I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.